What's going on? It's your boy God by 2009, and I'm here with another one for y'all today. I appreciate all the wonderful support of all my wonderful supporters in the last couple of weeks. I appreciate everything y'all been doing. I appreciate all the love, support. Thank you for all the support in my last videos, and please, for anybody that watches this later on, watches this in a couple of days or whatever, please make sure y'all hit the like button and help get the video out there so everybody can enjoy it just like you enjoy it. And I appreciate all the love again. And this is going to be about why a few people are familiar with Scorpio love, because a lot of people are not really familiar with us. A lot of people, have run-ins with one or two Scorpios, and then they make these videos or they have these stereotypes about us. But I'm going to get into it why only a few familiar with us. Only really a few are really familiar with us at the end of the day, because not too many have really actually been in a relationship where they can really speak on us, where they can really say, "Oh, I have enough to talk about us." Because even people that's been around us that had probably had experiences with Scorpio, they really don't know us for real. They probably had experience. Just because you have experience or two with a Scorpio, don't really know you really know one. Plus, even if you do know one, you probably don't understand them, because it's different. You got to understand it's different types of Scorpio. It's the low level ones, it's the high level ones, it's the mature ones, it's the immature ones. So you got to understand when you're dealing with us, it's all types of Scorpio. So you can't just pinpoint us on under any type of stereotype or anything. I don't want to give y'all that bad glare, because I know it's there. You go. That's a whole lot better. And so I just want to do that. I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to come in. Make sure y'all like the video as y'all come in. I appreciate all the love, because a lot of y'all been showing me a lot of love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, everything, because it's a lot of people that have certain points on us. It's certain strong points, such as like the moodiness and different things of that nature. And we have our personality swings. We have crazy things about us at times. Sometimes we can be possessive. We had those different things about us, but it's not really. I'm not gonna say it's really honest, because a lot of times people never really take the time to get to know us, or they take a small period of time to get to know us. Like I get comments of people telling me, yeah, two Scorpios wanted to talk to me, but I didn't give them a chance. Ha ha ha. It seems like they looking for some type of ego boost, whether it's through some crazy situation or stereotype that they have stuck in their head, or some type of low level Scorpio had ran into them, and they have the book on Scorpios, where they know all about us, and where they can talk all about us and give all these videos about us. But I'm gonna tell you, it's even people that been around us for a lot. Like I tell you all the time, even people that's been around us for many years, whether it's relatives, our brothers and sisters and siblings of that nature, it's like a lot of people don't really get to know us. They don't really know us. They just familiar with us. They don't really know us to a point. So I'm gonna go into it, why in relationships, why in different aspects, like a lot of people don't understand us. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna speak to y'all right quick. Um, hey Michelle, hey Kazo, hey Sky 11, hey Nashia, Natasha. I might be saying it wrong. What up, Romeo? What's going on? Hey Sky 11, hey Nina Moore, hey Nene, hey Jay Bird, hey Shooter. I appreciate all the love. Please make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat room. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate the real supporters. I appreciate everybody, because I realize, like, even people that have been around me for years, they've never really got to even really be familiar with us, with me personally, because it's like people that be around you, even though they know you, they know your name, they know who you are, they have things, they know certain things about you, but it takes a real person, a real individual that has real insight when it comes to dealing with people, that really has the psychology and the understanding and the full knowledge to really understand you. It takes more than just a couple of encounters or a short period of time frame to understand and get to know a person, to really to say you familiar in a relationship with us. That's why a lot of women, they find themselves lost when it comes to us, because we're not this open book that you're gonna be able to read like a newspaper and some type of Instagram post where it's gonna be instantly be read and understood like some quick, not because a lot of individuals are so used to that quick feed microwave type of relationships, like I always tell y'all. And when you're dealing with us, you got to be a type of person that have patience. You can't be a type of person that's going to be like, oh, I'm gonna be able to understand this man in a short period of time and think you really know this man. No, you're not gonna you gonna be lost because you haven't even took the time and took the patience to really get to know this person, understand this person. You can't be that type of individual. Be like, oh, it's all about me. I'm the female, or I'm this person, or I'm that person. So I'm not gonna really take that time. If you gotta if you type of person is that can let go of the ego, that can be sincere, that can be straightforward at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Not be, playing around, not be having all types of, craziness with you. But if you consistent and real with us, we'll go through anything with you. It don't matter what you're going through. We always ride with you, but just don't be a type of person that's gonna be quick to judge us or quick to write us off and quick to just have all these type of notions in your head because you heard about this. No, you can't go by that because just like anything, not just with Scorpios, it takes time to know an individual. You gotta sit there, you gotta really know, you gotta take time, you gotta study a person, you gotta know their past, you gotta know where they headed, you gotta know where they mind frame at. You can't just go by what somebody says or go by what somebody thinks or go by this and that. You got to really understand that person. Yeah, I'm gonna put my links in. Y'all make sure y'all like. I see a couple of y'all coming in since the video started. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I appreciate all the love. Uh, I'm gonna put my links in so y'all can contact me. Y'all just give me a second. I appreciate all the love. Thank y'all for supporting my last videos. I thank you sincerely. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm getting better. Just like I told you, I'm going through my transitional period, so I'm not really using as much slurs. I've been really good on not using a lot of profanity. I was brought up hard. I was brought up real, stern. I was brought up around, real people and real situations and real things. So it's hard to sometimes kill those old habits. You know what I'm saying? You try not to use profanity because I have a very, extensive vocabulary where I can, express myself. So I try to, that's just another small thing with the Scorpio transition. We not the type of people. You got to understand, when you deal with us, we're not the type of individuals that want to stay the same way all the time. We're going to want to change, but it's not going to be on anybody's time except for our own. And when we change, it's enormous change. It's not just like, oh, I'm not going to eat this no more. I'm not going to do that no more. When we make changes, we make enormous changes. We change our wardrobes. We change people we hang with. We change everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going. So in the past couple of years, I've been going through that, and it's like when Scorpio, we go through transitional periods. It goes over a course of years. It's not just a small frame of time. So I'm getting better with that. Sometimes when I hit in the situations that really get on my nerves, I be ready to cuss and flip out. But hey, that's another story. You know, it is what it is. Let me see. I'm gonna put my link. If y'all want to show me some love, I appreciate it. Y'all show me some love, and then I thank y'all all that have shown love and donated and everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. Let me see. Yeah, and this is my link here. So anybody want to contact me, I put my emails in there and I put my links. Anybody that's just coming in, please make sure y'all like the video. I see a couple of y'all up in here. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you for everybody. For anybody that's just coming in, I'm just letting everybody know about how to get familiar with a Scorpio. Why a lot of people, and never really get into real deep relationships, or why they never get past first base. Because some people, they might get past, a couple of encounters with a Scorpio, but they never really have a relationship where it lasts a couple of months or even, even for that short period of time, because they don't really take the time to get to understand. It's a lot of stuff they don't understand, they don't get. So I'm giving y'all, this video is going to be about trying to make y'all understand why a lot of people don't get familiar with us enough to be in deep relationships, why a lot of people don't get familiar with us to be in any type of friendships, why a lot of people don't get familiar to be in any type of real, connection with us, because a lot of people, don't take that time. So I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all support. I'm gonna see what y'all talking about right quick. Hey, I don't know why I can't enunciate your name, but I'm gonna call you Posh just because it's easier. Steven, I tried to hit you up, but okay, I understand, Steven. I appreciate it. Hey, Jay Bird. Hey, Shelly. Hey, I'm trying to enunciate that. Hey, Miss Shelly. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Kara. Hey, Miss Taya, I appreciate it. You coming in. You made it. You made it. I know you was having a rough time. So I appreciate you coming in, taking the time when you could have took that time for your personal stuff, because I appreciate that. Anything that's done is extra. It's greatly appreciated. That's one thing about us. We appreciate the little things, and we appreciate the big things, and we appreciate the small things. A lot of people want to be in deep relationships with us, and get engage us, or consider us or whatever, but they never really take that time. A lot of people have engaged me in different ways, but it's like when you try to deal with a Scorpio, you got to understand we are very blunt individuals. You can't be a type of individual that's going to have a certain, you know, soft skin. You can't be a type of person that can't really look at yourself seriously. You can't be a type of person that's gonna be rubbed the wrong way by somebody being honest with you. If you want a real friend, if you say you want a real friend, if you say you want somebody that's real devoted, that's gonna be real honest with you, you got to be around somebody that's gonna be real honest with you, that's gonna be real with you. And then it's not gonna be a person that's gonna always powder puff your ears. The person that's always powder puffing your ears, that's the one that's trying to con you. That's the one that's trying to sway you. The one that's being real blunt with you, the one that pisses you off, that's the one that loves you. That's the one that actually care about you. They're gonna tell you, hey, you look stupid doing that. You might kill yourself. The person that don't give a damn about you, they're gonna tell you, they're gonna pat your back to your death, because they don't really have that much love for you. Because all they care about is, the moment. They don't care about if y'all having a real relationship. You know what I'm saying? They only looking for temporary circumstances or temporary satisfaction. When you're dealing with somebody that have unconditional love for you, it's more than wholeheartedly, and it's gonna be real. It's gonna be solid, and ain't nothing that you're gonna have to second guess and always have to be looking for a knife to be stabbed in your back. When you're dealing with us, that's why I get pissed off when I see a lot of videos about us being these dark, conniving. Maybe you have these low level Scorpios and the lizards that's out here, but when you're dealing with the more the Phoenix or the Eagle, you're dealing with an individual that's very honest, that's very real. We don't do all that conniving and planning and plotting, because we can see it as soon we can see that you coming at us as soon as you open your mouth, or as soon as you show your emotions, as soon as you show your characteristics, you show your cards. Because most people, just like I say, in relationships, in conversations, in social, actions or whatever, people play checkers. They're not playing chess. You know what I'm saying? They expose their hand real fast. And there's nothing wrong with exposing your hand fast if it's positive, if it's a wonderful hand. But a lot of people that expose their hand, they don't even have a good hand, and they expose it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And they call us to say, and we trying to plot or try to swindle them or have something that, a knife to stick in their back. You got to understand, when you're dealing with us, we're not the type of people that have to do the stuff behind your back, be on some more sneaky or conniving or ruthless personalities or things like that, the way you have to be like, oh, I gotta watch out for them. They dark, that's a dark person. I can't deal with them. No, if we have any type of discrepancies or any type of clashes with any type of individuals, we do it head on. It's not going to be any type of situation where you're going to have to guess with us. You're not going to have to guess whether we like you. You're not going to have to guess whether we coming towards you or whether we have a problem with you. You're not going to have to really guess that. It's going to pretty much be, the writing is going to pretty much be written on the wall when you deal with us. You know what I'm saying? And when we first approach you, you know what I'm saying, we take our time. We're not going to be on some type of impulsive, situation where we just randomly come at you on some on some, goofball, cornball type of type of approach. No, we take our time. We take our time to develop some type of understanding, to have some type of intelligent approach. At the same time, we can still have our masculine, confident approach, but at the same time, we'll step back and observe, because sometimes a lot of people step in and they don't know the fire is hot. You know what I'm saying? They step in, just jump into there, and they scar themselves. We the type of people that fill it out from a distance. It'll be like, okay, it's kind of warm over there. Okay, it's kind of cold over there. So I'm not going to do that. So we almost like have a emotional, spiritual type of a discernment when it comes to people. We feel people out, not just by their personalities or by them wearing a smile, but we watch their actions and watch how they deal. And that's why a lot of people be like, oh, I can't tell if he really likes me, because one minute a lot of people say, oh, we have this bipolar type of thing when it comes to the first base or dating or approaching a female. They like, oh, he's this one minute, but then I can't tell if he really likes me, because he'll go silent or he'll go dead, and I can't really tell if he's being genuine. I can't really tell if he's Hey, I'm watching from. Thank you. Somebody finally understand what I said. Make sure you show your flag. If you're from a different place, show your flag. Represent where you're from and all that. But like I was saying, you got to take the time to understand us. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the time to know us, and that's why that's the same thing we do. And we'll look at you very deeply, and we're not on a point of being hypocritical or being overcritical, or anything of that nature. But we're gonna look at you realistically. We're gonna look at you with a deep logic, and we're not on a type of thing where you have to be some type of perfectionist. But we look at you realistically and see if we really compatible. See if you really match that Scorpio man. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter. I appreciate all the love. Y'all really been showing love. I wasn't expecting all of y'all to come in like this. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I thank y'all for coming in. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you at. I don't know where y'all at. And I wish I could, do the multi-language thing, but I can't do that with y'all. But I know a lot of y'all can understand a little bit what I'm saying. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. When it comes to relationships and dealing with a Scorpio man, there's only a few that really understand us and take the time to focus and give us the compassion. It's only a type of people. It's only a certain type of person, a special type of person, that take the time to really have that compassion, have that patience, have that human decency. You know what I'm saying? Have that any logical human being, that any living human being, any individual will want. We want that same thing in return, because not that we asking for a whole lot, like, and not gonna give it back in return. That even if we ask for a whole lot, not saying that we're not, even if we ask for a whole lot, we will give you that same thing in return. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, oh, he's this and that. They say, oh yeah, he's loving, he's loyal, he's trustful this, but I can't understand his mood swings sometimes. I can't understand his dark personality traits sometimes. It's like they don't want to take the good with the bad. They just want they just want the positives. They just want the pros and not the cons. You got to take everything in together. It's got to be the whole picture. It can't just be, oh, I'm gonna take this person. She got nice hips. She got a nice rack. This and that. But I'm not going. I can't really deal with a woman with that has a little flare here and there. I can't deal with a woman that's too emotional. I can't. It's like, man. It's like bro. It's just like you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna need some type of machine, because you can't really be looking for a realistic person, a realistic human being, a person with human traits, human emotions, human life form, human air, that breathes human air. You got to understand, you dealing with an individual that has patience. You know what I'm saying? I'm extremely patient, and you got to understand our patience is extremely different. We'll sit there and listen and deal with your crazy family members and deal with your personality traits, and we'll deal with the mood swings. We'll deal with your crazy friends. We'll deal with your busy lifestyle. We'll deal with all that. But understand, with that same thing, we got to have that in return. You got to show that love in return. You can't just expect it to be one way and not the other. In return, you can't expect it for us to show all this and then you not show any type of love, any type of compassion, any type of anything, have any type of heart to yourself, any type of personality to yourself. Then they expect us to be this big teddy bear. No, and we're not the type of individual that's going to keep beating a dead horse. Where if you don't get the picture, we're gonna keep being repetitive and saying the same thing over and over again. No, he's not gonna be. He's not. When you're dealing with Scorpio, man, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna show by his action, by withdrawing himself, by certain things that he would do extra. He's not gonna do his extra. You know, certain things he would say, he's not gonna say as often. You know, he's gonna show by his actions. If you can't correct yourself, he's gonna show you by your actions how to correct yourself. He's not gonna sit there and back and forth and have a hissy fit with you as though we're some type of female or some type of lady counterpart to you. No, why would we sit there and waste that energy, waste that breath, waste that air, waste that life form, waste that time in order to prove any type of point? If we know where we stand, we know if we're right or wrong. We have that it's like we're adults. It's not like we're dealing with children. It's like it's when you're dealing with the average person nowadays. Like we have to deal with each other like kids, and we can't have a sit down and look each other face to face without it being a bunch of ignorance, without it being a bunch of chaos, without it being this. No, you got to understand when you sit down with us, you got to have that. You got to have a neutral balance. You got to be a balanced person. You got to be a realistic person. You got to be a type of person that can um you got to be able to eat what you can serve. You know what I'm saying? If you eat Brussels sprouts and rice cakes, you know, if you serving people rice cakes and Brussels sprouts for dinner every day, then don't expect the Scorpio to come through the door with Olive Garden and having and cooking biscuits for breakfast and all that. It's just the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's like you gotta have that same thing you want in return, whether it's loyalty, whether it's kindness, whether it's consideration, whether it's patience, whether thing you got to have that same thing in return. You can't just have it one way and not have it the other. Let me I know it's a couple of y'all coming in. Make sure y'all like the video as y'all coming in. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Hey, Alexandria. Hey, Annette. Hey, I don't know all I see is HH, so I'm gonna just call you I don't know what is. Hey, Common Water. Let me see. Yeah, I could try to do that, Jay Bird. It's gonna be a little difficult because I would rather for you to use the link that I already used because it just makes it so much easier for me. That's all. Hey, Kayla. I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all y'all coming through. Hey, Nene. Hey, Nina. I appreciate. Thank you for posting that, Nina. I appreciate that. Hey, Tara. I'm gonna put my links on. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all come in because I see a lot of y'all be coming in. A lot of people be flooding in. But I understand it's not just the supporters. You got the haters. You got weirdos. You got everybody. The whole gang. Let me see. You got a little nook. You got everybody come through and look at your videos. You never know who's in the house. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the serious people that come through, show love. I appreciate the serious people that really enjoy what I be creating, enjoy the videos I put together. I appreciate everything because when you're dealing with us, you can't just be like, oh, it's gonna come and fall in your lap. Or this man that I seem to be so attractive to, it's just gonna be so easy. Or it's just gonna be this wonderful this this fairy tale. But it can actually be a fairy tale because it can come off so fast and it can almost be like a tornado of emotions of because we bring that out of you. He will bring the most out of you. So when you're dealing with us, but you got to understand we'll give you that same love. We'll give you that same passion. We'll give you that same everything in return. Even if we bring the most out of you, it seems like we take the most out of you. We'll refuel that same energy that we took. We'll replenish it. If we take 10% out of you, we'll give back 50%. Not saying all the Scorpios do that. I'm saying the ones that are mature, the ones that are balanced, the ones that have wised up, the ones that have learned from their mistakes, the ones that are evolving at a rapid pace, and those are the ones I'm talking about. Let me see. And these are my links. If you want to have any questions or whatever, um, show that love, donate, whatever. Then shoot your question. Let me know what's going on. I appreciate all the love, as because I can't say that enough because it's I never take it for granted. So I thank y'all. I thank everybody for coming through. Only a few people are familiar with Scorpio love. Only a few people really. A lot of people have been in situations with Scorpios. A lot of people been in flings with Scorpios. A lot of people might even had one night stands. A lot of people might bump shoulders with a Scorpio. Might have people been cussed out by a Scorpio. People might have been chewed up and spit out by a Scorpio. But as far as being familiar and getting to know them, it takes a course of time. And if you really get to understand us at a more fast pace, if you be like, wow, my Scorpio is opening up to me faster than what you're telling me, God, about it. If he is at a point where he's opening up to you and you get familiar with him on a personal basis, where you know this person, or where he's letting you know all his background and his deep personal information and his pain and the things he liked, the things that he enjoys and things like that. That means he has a deeper connection with you than what you even realize, because we don't just open up to anybody. Even if it don't matter, we don't care if you our siblings and we known you for 50 years, we're not going to just open up to you. If we know you're not trustworthy, we know you don't love us, if we know you don't care about us, if we know we just wasting our breath, and we know we're just draining our own energy by relieving ourselves through certain people, we don't deal with everybody. So if he's opening up to you, if he's personable with you, if he's connected with you, if he's reaching out to you, that means he has a connection with you. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Um, and just like I told y'all, we are deeply connected people. So at times we will have a dramatic change where we're going to a deep silence where you won't understand what's going on, what's wrong with us, because we're taking the time to rebuild ourselves. We're taking the time to rejuvenate and refuel ourselves, rebuild our energy. We're taking the time to, cleanse ourselves and get ourselves and make ourselves to be 150% so we can be the strongest, the swiftest, and the best person, individual that we can be. It's not because it's a necessary part with the relationship. It's not because there's things with that individual that we going through. It's because it's personable. It's personal with our individual self, and the best thing you could do at times is just be there with us, and be consistent with us, be real and support us, and give us that energy that we want. Hey, Paula. Hey, Miss Paula. Hey, Pure Beauty. Hey, Alexandria. Hey, oh, hey, from Switzerland. The Cafe, Chomp, Joe Bum, Comrade. Okay. We are willing, a lot of times when you're dealing with a Scorpio, we are willing to be fair and generous, through our time, through our trust, and with whoever we connect with our love connection. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, a lot of times I know we do get a bad reputation for being these crazy, these evil, these dark people, but we do show our love. We are generous. We do show our love. We show our generosity through different things, with our time, with our trust, with our connection, with our energy, with our life force, with everything who we are. We give that. And that's why a lot of times when we feel um, as though we're being pushed off, though we're being undercutted, we have it's a bad backlash or a bad reaction from it, because we give so much of that energy back. We give so much of that connection, and we want that in return. We will act crazy or get kind of pissed off when we feel like it's being slighted, or feel like it's not being taken seriously, because everything we do is serious. We never do anything with a half heart, or giving you know anything to have any type of bad reaction or bad, you know what I'm saying, and it's a lot of times it's overlooked, and that's where a lot of people, a lot of women get to a point where they don't understand where the mood swings come from, because when you hit that door where a person don't understand you, and you're not the type of person that keep hitting a beating a dead horse, and you're not that type of individual that got to keep repeating yourself over and over. It gets to a point where you react in frustration. It gets to a point where you react in different ways. But when we show it throughout time. So don't, when you dealing with Scorpio, don't take, him spending time and him connected with you, him having conversations with you as something that he does with everybody else, because we don't connect with everybody, we don't deal with everybody, we don't um be in relationships with everybody. We're not cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times just because you be like, oh, my Scorpio. He's always has so many friends. He's always with a bunch of people. He's always talking to everybody but me. Why is it that? Why he's ignore everybody but me? He has acquaintances. Just because he has a certain acquaintance with a lot of people around you. Yes, we do. We can make a lot of acquaintances with people. We do. We can be very social when we want to be, but at the same time, it's not going to be on the same level. It's not going to be on a personable level. It's not going to be on the level of them being familiar. And when they get to a point where they get too familiar, that's when you hear about the Scorpio sting or things of that nature. When a person gets too familiar and they're not really supposed to be getting that familiar with us. When it don't matter if they could be a lifelong relative, they get too familiar, then that's when the things come out, because when you get to the point where you're being belligerent, you being ignorant, or you being disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? You need to be checked. You need to be dealt with accordingly. And that's when you deal with Scorpio, that's how we move. You know what I'm saying? We don't, just because we talking with everybody and we dealing with everybody, it's not going to be on the same level. It's not going to be on a realistic connection. It's not gonna be on the same deep level, even though you be like, oh, he's like this with me. He's so loving and so kind and so touching behind closed doors, but he's so disconnected. He's so cold and he's so mean, and but in front of everybody, is because I told you we have a steel mask. We do have tough skin. We do have a mask that we wear on the outside when we're dealing with the outside world, because we know what type of world that we're dealing with. We're not a type of person that live in the world of fake believe. We live in the real world, and we know it's all types of bad energy, all types of you know, weirdos and crazy people and stuff like that. So we have a mask. We wear the same mask for everybody. We wear the same mask for the psychos. We wear the same mask that we wear for the. And it's not. I'm not saying it's always a good thing, because sometimes we can scare the wrong people off. But it's the same mask. We keep it very fair. But when you let us know, and when we break that certain ice, and we know you a person that we can somewhat trust, we'll let you in. We'll gladly let you in. Wherever you want to fit in, we'll let you in. If you're not gonna be genuine, you're not gonna be real, you're not gonna get past the front threat of the yard. You know what I'm saying? You're not even gonna get to the doorbell to ring the doorbell. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that close to us. So if you want to get to a point where you understand us, you got to take that time. Let me see. Scorpio. I'm gonna read y'all comments too. Y'all give me a second, because I'm trying to get through this. Matter of fact, let me get into between this while I'm taking my time. Then I'm gonna finish. I appreciate all the support. Y'all make sure y'all like this. Y'all into the chat room. Hey, Vegan Vendetta. I don't know if I spoke to you already. Okay. Let me make sure I read everybody's stuff. I'm gonna try to add I'm gonna add a cash app for y'all. So some of y'all want to use cash. I don't understand. Like, it's easier to use certain stuff, but it's harder. It's not really. They don't make it really easy for me to use different apps. So I try to ask y'all to please do that for me, because they don't really make it easy for me at all. Let me see. I'm just going through y'all comments right quick. Thank you, Miss Taya. Y'all, yes, y'all make sure y'all please hit the like. Thank you, Miss Nina. I know you're at work and everything. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like. For any questions, please reach out to me for my email and my donation link. Anybody that needs that, just ask me. If you don't see it in the chat room, I put it in the chat. All you have to do is scroll through the chat and you'll see all my information. Because a lot of y'all be asking me, how do I email you? I'm getting tired. I've been nice about that, but I'm getting tired of y'all asking me stuff that's blatantly right in front of your face. It's in the comment. Anybody that wants my email stuff, you can scroll through the videos. It's going to either be in the chat box beside my name, beside the little icon with my little picture. Yeah, me, God body. You're going to see it. You're going to see it in the comment section. Beside my name, you're going to see all the information, all the contact information. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for y'all to ask. I understand if you don't see it, you don't see it. But please try to look at the obvious places where I put it so many times. It's on every single one of my videos. It's like blatantly right there. Please make sure you look at that before you ask me that question. Cause I put it there so many times and a lot of y'all still be acting like y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Uh I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm Scorpio, and we have been knowing each other for the last 17 years now. Be he seems to finally be into me now, just out the blue. He's very intimate and loving, but he won't make. Oh, you have to reach out to me. I ain't gonna go into your business. I ain't gonna go into your business. Even though we're very blunt, we're very brass in our personalities. When it comes to people personal business, our feelings, our little touchy stuff like that, we not gonna put nobody on Front Street. We're not like like I'm a this no, we're not I'm not that careless. So reach out to me behind the scenes and we gonna keep it real classy. Let me see. I feel like sometimes we'll be a hold back due to fear that the other person doesn't have that same crazy passion. No, because we don't want to be unbalanced because it's nothing worse to be in an imbalanced relationship where you feel like it's empty and you feel like it's going absolutely nowhere. You don't know where the destination. It leaves a lot. It leaves an enormous void. It leaves an enormous anxiety and it leaves a lot to be desired. So when you want to enter something, you want to enter something that's neutral and something that's going to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we think. We think with the logical sense. And of course, we're gonna think with emotional sense because you're gonna feel your emotions and you're gonna feel a passion for that person, but you would think in the same sense and logic at the same time because you want to be with somebody that you're compatible with, that understands you, that looks at you deeply than just what's face value or what everybody else sees. You want somebody that sees you different than what everybody else sees you. Let me see. Let me see what's going on down here. Why is it that he'll say something flirty or complimentary? Hmm, don't even he don't even give me time to respond back. He might be a little nervous. Sometimes we can be a little nervous. We got to still understand we still very introverted and we still don't deal with just anybody. So when we finally do open up to somebody, it's big a deal for us. Even though it's casual, it's still a big deal for us because we don't deal with everybody. We only deal with a few. I take a few women seriously. I have a few friends. I deal with few women. Just anything seriously. My Scorpio man is mad at me. He ain't text me since Monday because he feels I didn't keep my word on hanging out with him. I'm not about to take. Oh, beautiful, bro. Yeah, you get because I told you we got type of person that the same energy that we put into you, the same thing we respect in return. He takes you seriously. Don't get mad with it and just shrug it off. You got to understand he takes you seriously. He cares about you seriously. It's deep, even if whether a person want to call it deep or obsessive or whatever. Is you got to understand that he feels for you deeply. So everything that when it comes to dealing with you is going to be taken seriously. Even though people be like, "Whoa, his energy is just so strong." But you got to understand when you're dealing with us, You're dealing with a person that's going to come with 150%, not a person that's going to come with the lackluster, passive aggressive personality traits or anything of that nature. You got to understand you're dealing with a person that's going to be real, that's going to be serious. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like. I appreciate it. How do you know when Scorpio is involved? Evolve. You'll see it in everything. Everything will start changing. Everything will be different. You'll just feel it. You'll know it. You don't really have to ask yourself. Let me see. Nervous indeed. Oh, let me see. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one off. I finish it so I can make sure y'all get everything. But for the most part, we get put on a back burner in a lot of relationships, and that's why a lot of times Scorpio comes off as being mean, or come off as being dark. When you first meet them, I'll come off as being arrogant, or come off as being egotistical because of the bad treatment of the past, or having experiences of being put on the back burner, trying to get the back burner treatment. People try to give us, we don't never accept it. Don't don't get that understood. We don't accept it, but we have a lot of experiences with people attempting to put us on the back burner. Let me make that clear. People attempt to put us on the back burner, but you know, and it hurts or whatever, especially during our younger years and our childhood stages of that nature. But at the same time, it just like I said, it makes almost like a spiritual Teflon vest on us, and be able to deal with all types of things and growing into our adult years. When we get to the point where we evolve and we start to change, that's when we start to you start to seeing those strong aspects of our personality because of the bad treatment of dealing with people's dark side. It's like when we I told you, like, people think, oh, y'all bring these all this out of us, and y'all just be like messing with people, or y'all like messing with people and doing stuff on purpose and this and that. Y'all got to understand, we don't ask for any of this stuff. We rather have everything going on a more normal, laid back tip where it's normal, it's organic, and it's real. We don't look for all this crazy stuff to be thrown at us, and people be bringing all this crazy stuff at us, because you got to understand, just like I told y'all, it's a good and a bad to it. It's a yin and a yang, because just because a person releasing all this stuff, don't think we getting off on you or anything, because when you start releasing who you really are at us and throwing everything out at us, that and you never did that with anybody else. A lot of y'all women, individuals, people that we run into, a lot of y'all throw a lot of dark sides of your personality at us. A lot of y'all throw y'all most depressive side at us. A lot of y'all throw y'all extremely mean side at us, your most evil side at us. Y'all release everything at us. You know what I'm saying? You know how we bring everything out of a person? We bring everything out of a person. We don't try to bring everything out. It just comes out. And we start to see it, and they bring a lot of that weight, and they seem to throw it on the show. It's not nothing that we're not used to and we haven't seen before, but people throw a lot of stuff at us. And that's why a lot of us are very stern and very serious and have an edge to us, because we've been through a lot. We dealt with a lot. We've seen a lot out of people. We've seen the darker sides of people. We've seen the worst character traits of people. Just like I always tell y'all, we don't see a person lightweight. We don't see a person for just because they're this, or see them just for the outside or temporary, whatever. We see them seriously. We look at them very deeply. We see all the dark aspects of them. That's why when we deal with people, we look at them very seriously. That's why when y'all have a fallout, it's a very hard fallout. That's why when you fall for this man, it's a very deep relationship, because this is a very deep individual. This not just it don't just seem like it or just appear to be like that. This is a very deep individual, very real individual you're dealing with, very organic, serious individual. Uh Let me see. Hey Shayna, why does it seem Scorpios can um why does it seem Scorpios can be so wishy-washy and contradict? You have to email me, because you have to go into more detail at least. Um, but we kiss, we hug, gaze into each other's eyes, and we do everything you can think. But if you actually doing it, I'm being patient with him. God body. Is he scared of falling in love? Yeah, a lot of time. Yeah, anybody would be, nervous to fall deeply for somebody, but with us, it's not more that he's scared of you. He's more scared of himself because we know how we are. We know that we have a tendency to be extremely strong in our energies. We know we have extremely strong magnetic attraction. We know that we pour everything in, even if it's overflowing into a relationship, whether it's you know just all of ourselves into it. So he probably just wants to be reassure himself that you're gonna be serious, that you're gonna be real, that he can logically build something with you. So just give him time, give him the same logical patience, the same consideration, the same compassion that you would want in return. That's all we look for. The same thing that you would want in return. Just give us. Don't be as careful with your words as you want him to be careful with his words. Be as loving to him as you want him to be loving. Be as supportive of his dreams as you want him to be supportive of your dreams. Put him in the same place that you want to be put. You know what I'm saying? Don't put cousin you know Billy Bob and all them before him, and then expect him to be, laying out red carpet treatment when you put everything, Jack, Susie, and John before your relationship, before anything. Because some people just have that tendency to do that. They're like, I'm just blah, 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 I'm just handling this and blah, blah, blah. Like you got to be a person that's have just like I told y'all, you got to be a person that have both feet on the ground. You can't be living in lolly land or be a type of person that's going to be self-indulgent. You got to be a type of person that's willing to be like, okay, look at myself with the same logic. Um, email me email me again because I didn't get it. I appreciate you reaching out. Make sure you email me. Y'all make sure y'all like if y'all coming in. If you just coming in, make sure you like because I don't ask to like for no popularity and nothing. I ask to like because it helps spread the video out. It helps get the information out there. So y'all hit that like, y'all support, y'all get it out there so everybody else can look at it. Like I always tell y'all, enjoy it. Um, so a lot of times, unfortunately, we become accustomed to the people's dark sides. We become accustomed to people bringing the worst energies. We become accustomed to people coming with the worst sides of them and the darkest aspects of them and dealing with the worst sides of an individual that you could possibly deal with. And one way or another, whether it's how they talk to you, whether it's how they treat how people treat each other, is whether how people do each other, leave each other out to dry, and leave each other to basically, die, whatever. Like we used to seeing that. We used to seeing the more corrupt, dark side of life, the more dark side of people, the realistic side without the dark colored shades. We used to seeing that type, and at a certain point, unfortunately, it takes a toll on our psyche, and it makes us paint a bad picture of people when we in the beginning, and that's not fair. And a lot of times, as we become evolved, we realize every individual is different because every individual is have different characteristics. Every individual is not the same. Every person has a different background. Every type of person has different personality traits. Every person is different, so you can't just go by your experiences, even if you went through it a lot, and even if you have a lot of enormous experience about you know people and things of that nature. It's hard for us to get this bad, ugly stain of people out of our head because we've been betrayed. We've been thrown to the side. We've been left for dead. We've been lied to. Like so, it's hard for us to erase this stigma of people out of our head a lot. And it creates dark aspects of our personality. But as we start to grow, it's just like the butterfly busts out the cocoon. It's like us coming out of that spiritual dark cocoon that we live in. Especially during our teenage years in our early 20s, like we go through this dark cocoon stage where we have to learn and go through the gothic stage, go through all the crazy stage, going through experimental stages, and then we get a grip on everything, start to realize, see the beauty of things, see the light in things, see the wonderful aspects of things, look at the positives, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of times we get the bad reputation for not having a positive outlook, just looking at things negative. Let me see. I think Scorpio has a very strong energy where it makes you look at yourself and almost help you discover you in a way. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I actually did email you, but I didn't. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I read that one. Hey, Miranda, Egypt. Hey, thank you. Oh, you from Egypt? Okay. Thank you for the love from all the way from Egypt. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Just like I told y'all, when the video finished and everything, make sure you support. Make sure you like, please, and thank you for everything that you've done. Everybody that supported it from day one. That's everybody that's been, whether you've been around here for a couple of minutes or whether you've been around here for a year or two. I appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. No, nobody is being overlooked. Everybody is being looked at. Even if I don't say something all the time, everybody is remembered. Um, you know, that's why a lot of times, because of all these, just like I told y'all before, because of all these dark experiences of ours, a lot of times that's why we don't trust people easily. We don't let people around us easily. We're not really that easy to trust or give into, to any type of relationship, to give into any type of, to approach any type of relationship, to approach any type of place, to approach any type of acquaintances that we aren't familiar with. And I'm gonna repeat that because I know I'm gonna have to really strain and stress this fact. That's why, because of all these dark personality traits, because of all these dark experiences that we've been through, because of all these bumps in the roads that we have experienced, that's why we are not trusting of people, getting in relationships with people, going to certain places with people where it's going to be people, going to certain places where it's going to be certain people and certain acquaintances of certain people that we are knowledgeable of, we're not, and that we're not familiar with. We are not going to be very friendly with that. Just like, even if we know you all our life, you could be our homeboy, but if you come with a bunch of weirdos and a bunch of strangers around us, that might be the last time we invite you to an event. We might, like, if you bring a bunch of crazy energy around us, if you bring some cuckoos around us, and we didn't ask for, you don't think you're going to see that same Scorpio again. You're probably never going to see them again because you already crossed that line. You crossed that personal boundary. You crossed that personal space. You know what I'm saying? We don't go to certain, events and things that we know is going to be a bunch of craziness. Know it's going to be a bunch of certain hassles and certain things we're going to have to run into. Hey, Allison Mitchell, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Make sure you hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? And because we know the true dark sides of, and we are like this because we know the true dark sides of people, personalities. We know a lot about the true dark intentions, and we try to avoid and protect ourselves from, these basically spiritual and social insects. That's because that's pretty much what they are. We try to avoid these spiritual and social insects that do nothing but blood suck the hell out of you and leave you dry without any energy, leave you without anything. You know what I'm saying? And because you got to be able to have discernment to know that, because a lot of people will look at people from face value, just like I always say, they look at people, oh, be like, oh, he's this and he got that and he looks like this and it looks like that, but they don't really take the time to get to know the individual, to listen to the individual, to know who that person is, and they fall into those holes. Some people are happy to fall into those holes with that person because they blinded by the things of this world. They blinded by the temporary. They blinded by the shallow. They don't understand the solid. They don't understand the real yet. They don't understand what's fake and what's not. They don't have that certain discernment. You know what I'm saying? Their eyes are still blind. They need to wipe the crud out their eyes so they can actually see, because a lot of people are walking around with specks on their eyes. A lot of people are walking around with rose-colored shades. And don't think because you listen to this and you read this all the time that means you grounded with reality. I'm talking about real reality outside. shaking somebody's hand, patting somebody on the back, scraping your leg, real reality. Do you have a real grip on the real world around you? Are you really outside of the media, outside of everything? Do you really understand? Do you really hear? Do you really listen? Do you really understand? Or is it just temporary? Or is just, fake? Let me see. I make sure. And I'm gonna hit my last joints real fast for y'all. Y'all excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Hey, peace, love. Hey, Kim. Hey, bro. Y'all make sure y'all like. If y'all, a couple of y'all coming in, I just seen a couple of y'all just enter. Y'all make sure y'all like. And I'm gonna put my little stuff in one more time before I finish these last couple of things so everybody can get it. Yeah, when you take the time to get to know us and people that really have a real personal part of themselves, that really understand, people that really are genuine, people that really have strong even if they have strong personality traits that people don't really quite understand, and people might look at them weird. If they real genuine people with a real genuine heart, that us at Scorpio, we accept them wholeheartedly with two arms open. We don't give a damn how people look at you or how the world looks at you. But if you got a real heart, if you real and you not on no crazy stuff and you serious, we'll love you and be genuine with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of people we are. We don't look at a person. We don't judge a book by its cover. And I'm talking about not just looks. I'm talking about personalities. You know what I'm saying? Some people are misunderstood and not looked at deeply because a lot of people don't have the patience to really get to know people, because we live in such a temporary world where everything is ran fast on electronics, where nobody even knows how to really deal with people no more. Nobody really knows how to talk to people no more. Nobody really knows how to, build relationships and build friendships no more. All this stuff has become foreign to people. Uh, and when you're dealing with us, you got to understand he's going to put you in more of an old-fashioned way of relationships. He's gonna give you that personal touch. That's why a lot of times you'll feel like that. Why every time I meet the Scorpio, I had this feeling as though I know him for years and I haven't even known him that long, because you're not used to being around people that's actually personable, people that's actually connected, people that actually going to be genuine with you. Not used to that. So when we approach you, it seems though as though it just came out of nowhere, as though it's just too good to be true, because you're so used to dealing with people that's shallow, people that's not being real with you, that you run away. You know, engaging people, for us, engaging people who are not really already mature, people who are not already intelligent, people don't have no type of moral type of being to themselves. You know, it's not real. It's not realistic. There's no realistic point in trying to build any connection with people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of times we have this type of elbow type of approach when it comes to meeting acquaintances and building relationships with people, because we know there's a lot of people. It's not a lot of real, true people that really have that real, true soul or heart to themselves. Y'all see it every day. There's a lot of people that lack the morals, lack the maturity, that lacks common sense and intelligence. And a lot of people don't understand that, and that's why a lot of times we avoid that. You'd be like, I know my friend's a little silly and goofy sometimes, but why he's so judgmental and don't want to be around that? He's not trying to put himself whatsoever in within any type of reach of that person where it's going to cause any type of clash. So we'll do anything to avoid and to swing our way around situations. People don't understand this. We're not going to type that's going to be trying to hit brick walls, but if we got to run through that person to get through where we trying to get to, we'll do that, and we're not going to waste any time. Y'all excuse me. um it's no time, it's no point in trying to connect with lifeless people that mean you not no good. Jealous people, there's no need to try to build with people that don't mean you any good, whether it's females, whether it's relatives, whether it's um anybody. You know, a lot of people are out to prey on you and prey on the weak and prey on people that they feel that you know, are open, are genuine. It's like that's why one thing about school. That's why we're so untrusting a lot of times because it's like once we open that side of us and reveal that side of us, it's like people start to show their worst sides to us. It's like once we show our good side that we rarely show to people, it's like people open up this Pandora box of evil and they lash it at us unrelentlessly. You know what I'm saying? And they don't hold no bars back. Um, and that's why a lot of times we know what it's like to get hurt. We know what it's like to get put on the pedestal, on the back burner. We know what it's like to be betrayed and be left for dead. We know what it's like. We really feel people out, in our own way. We don't like people to be like, oh, I take the time. Y'all Scorpio's not the only one that look at people deeply. Y'all not the only ones that do this like this. Scorpio's not the only one that do it like that. We do that too. I thought, no, no, y'all don't do it like us. Y'all, we do it extremely, extremely different. Y'all don't look at people like we look at people. Y'all don't discern your friends like we discern our friends. Y'all don't fill out y'all situations. Y'all don't make y'all life decisions like we do based on the realistic and holistic part of your being. Y'all don't do that. Y'all really don't do that. A different person that you don't even sleep with could give y'all 30% of yourselves and y'all will accept that wholeheartedly. But if we that's normally giving y'all 150%, if we slip up just a little bit, y'all biting a chunk out of our ass. You're like I'm like like a dog mauling like people don't understand why we so damn people don't all the people can see is us looking crazy and looking like a damn demon, but they don't understand. On the back of my ass, I got somebody mauling me like a damn pit bull. That's why my face strained like this. That's why I look crazy. I got a damn pit bull mauling the hell out of me. Yes, I'm in pain. Yes, I'm irritated. What do you expect? I'm not gonna look like what you and then let me I must just swear it's just all good. No, I'm get the hell out of for me. And that's what people don't understand. They want us to wear a fake face and wear and masquerade with this image. No, if you getting if I'm hurting, I'm gonna say out because it hurt. It hurts. Let me see. Oh man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like. Just like I said, I'm about to wrap this one up for y'all. You know, and a lot of times people say, yeah, we're very trusting, but a lot of times we're very trusting, especially during our early stages in life, and especially when we're coming up and growing up and maturing and learning about people and learning about love and relationships and different things. We get betrayed and we trust people too easily. You got to understand when you meet, if you ever met a Scorpio early on, a lot of times we be the most loving, most trusting, especially I'm not going to say the Scorpio woman, but us as a Scorpio man, we are extremely trusting. A lot of times we are too trusting. Once we let people in, it's like they kneel us right in the head. It's like they waiting it's like how you be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna let the security guard let you in. You gonna act like you got some sense, right? And the person be like, yeah, I ain't got no problem with you. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. But like, bro, like I'm gonna ask you again. I'm gonna let the security guard let you in. You gonna be all right? I get, I got sense. I'm not gonna mess with you. Okay, come on in. And they just take a good whack at it. It's like they just waiting for the rope to be let loose just so they can just smack the hell out. It's like they just waiting for the rope. Like sucker, take that, you sucker. You know what I'm saying? Just whack us across the head. Like we don't get any type of we don't get any type of love, man, in the beginning of our life. I ain't saying like at all, but during the early stages of our life, we really take our lumps and bruises, boy. I tell you, especially dealing with people and learning people and getting to know people, man. We really take a whack from people, man. They really let us have it. And a lot of times we don't even do nothing to it. It's like almost like they just want to see us suffer. It's like people secretly want to see us suffer on the inside. It's like they had this deep sickness, like they want to see us actually suffer. It's crazy. But is is actually be happening. You know, and that's the reason why we don't let people in, because a lot of times people, when they masquerade in mass, just they masquerade in social and mass, especially when they in big environments when there's a lot of people around. They masquerade in BS. They fake. They insincere. They insecure. They jealous. They evil. They have wicked dark spirits inside of them, and they masquerade around these fake masquerade masks in order to get past that veil, and so they can attack you. And a lot of times we're not playing that as Scorpio, so we send people through the screen. They got to be screened first, just like with anything. Just like you get a new job, whatever, you got to be screened first when you come to us. When you're not just going, you can't just come through the door, like you cool like that. We don't know you like that. um we want a person. This is the last point I want to make. We want a person that's going to be real with us, realistically and unconditionally. And we won't settle for less. And that's what you got to understand. You dealing with us. If you're not going to be a type of female, individual, male, whatever, to approach the Scorpio and be serious and be real and be understanding and be serious. Don't even waste your time. Just leave it alone. Let somebody else have this individual. You know what I'm saying? If you want somebody fake, go out and find somebody fake. There's plenty of fake people. Go make you a profile online on social media. Go make you a dating app or something. There's plenty of fake abusive people out there. Leave us the hell alone. Leave us out of it. Leave us be. If you got that evil attitude and you got that evil character traits with you, leave that shit to yourself. Stay to yourself. It will not. We will not mind. We will not. It will not hurt our feelings. If you got that evil aspect to yourself, do not approach the Scorpio man. If you don't have the sincere and honest, you know, agendas when it comes to dealing with that Scorpio man, don't even get that. Don't even come, because we gonna give you 150%. But as soon as we realize you on some BS, are you getting too familiar? Are you getting too faked out? And you just lame, like a lot of these people that be talking about Scorpio pages and commenting about our page. A lot of these people, you can see through them. You can see through their. You can see they hating. You can see they don't have nothing to talk about. You can see they don't have no real audience. You can see they don't have no real life going on behind the scene. You can see they never been through nothing. You can see they don't have no real compassion behind their personality. You can see they snakes. You can see they fake. Shall I go on? So when you come to dealing with us, we don't have time for it. We don't tolerate it, and we wear our masks, and we wear we wear it proudly. You know what I'm saying? We don't wear it, and it ain't the same one as most people wear. We wear our mask of sternness. We wear a mask of serious shit. We wear a mask of don't fuck with me, or you're gonna get attacked. So we keep that on and we wear it proudly, but we don't masquerade. We wear our honest mask. We don't wear a fake mask and pretend. And yeah, I'm talking to this my friend. I'm gonna just fake through the conversation just until like we don't do that shit. Like fuck that. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time, and we not fooling nobody but ourselves. Be like, to hell, I don't got time to be wasting time fake believing in relationships. If I'm connected with you, I'm connected with you. If I'm real with you, I'm real with you. If you ride with me, you ride to the end. I'm riding with you into the end. I'm riding till the tires bust off, until the paint scrape, until the windows need to be wiped. I'm riding. If I'm riding, I'm riding. We gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? But if you faking, we will rip everything that the same pedestal, just like I told y'all, that same pedestal that we brought you on, we will drop you off that pedestal. It's just like I told y'all, it's like that eagle that you bring in the sky, and you drop the eagle from and it has its prey. And you know how when you have the eagle and it takes the prey up high in the sky and it drops the prey from 1,000 feet in the air. It's just like that's how we are. That's how we are. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Y'all, thank y'all. I appreciate Latia King. I thank y'all for all the love. And anybody that want to show some love, I drop my links in there. Make sure you hit the like button. If you want to reach me, I put my contacts in there. Please, y'all show that love. Y'all keep me going. And I continue to push out these videos like I've been putting it out. I've been putting them out a lot faster because y'all been showing that love and I've been rebuilding my energy and everything. And I appreciate it. I feel the love. I feel the support. So y'all continue to do that. Show me some love. Hit me up on my links. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love y'all, all my homeboys. You know, here's a pound, slap, slap, half fast, all that. You know, all the ladies, big kiss. I love y'all very much. Thank you, to Taya. Thank you, um, to to Nina. Thank you to True King. Thank you to Shanta. Thank you to William. Oh man, let me make sure I get just everybody that came in. Everybody. I love all of y'all. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for so much of you who will tune in later on. I appreciate all the love. Make sure you tune in later on. I'm gonna have some joints coming on this weekend. So y'all stay tuned. I love y'all. I appreciate all the love. See you later. Peace out. I'm out of here.